Hello, welcome back everyone to The Last Door. Today, we're going to start episode 3, The Four Witnesses. Previously on The Last Door. After the death of his old friend Anthony, Devitt decides to travel back to the school they both attended on the outskirts of Aberdeen. In his search, Devitt meets his old teacher, Father Ernest. He also remembers the experiments they all attempted many years back, which had terrible consequences. Then truth is revealed. Father Ernest worships the Eye of the Bird, a vision resulting from the experiment. He killed many people trying to replicate its results. Those who saw the eye back then he calls the Four Witnesses. When discovered, Ernest immolates himself. Finally, Ernest's servant knocks Devitt out and buries him alive. And now we're back to where we are today. All is darkness. All is cold. All is silence. Except for some loud, heavy breathing. Oh, I thought we were buried. I guess we were just put in a thing. Man, I love the music in this game. The game is over, by the way, so that leave your mark on the community doesn't really apply. The recent game is a Metroidvania called Blasphemous, which I may or may not play. It looks pretty disturbing. Here we are in the cold. I guess we are escaping from the school of evil. Or maybe we're back under the hypnotist's chair. We must talk. With your mother deceased, arrangements had to be made regarding your upbringing. A man of my position and responsibility can't take the time to look after a young boy. First thing in the morning, you'll depart for Scotland. I am sending you to study at the St. Gall boarding school in Aberdeen. You need not bother to write, as I will not have time to read your letters. Awful dad. I think I said this before, but I wish you didn't have to keep clicking in order to keep walking. Still no letters for you, Devitt. Please do not persist any further. So sad. There's a graphical glitch. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was on one of the gray pixels. Like the edge was like, it had like a glitched outline. Pleased to meet you, my new classmates. And who is that? Him? Oh, that's just Devitt. Pay him no mind. He's a little odd. Interesting. Hello, I'm Anthony. Anthony Beechworth. This is my first term here. I've only just arrived. I hope we can be friends. So we were on the hypnotist chair. It's just the hypnotist was Baldwin Lies, and the chair was a bloody floor next to a coffin that he buried us in. What's happening? Remembered stuff. A shiver runs down my spine when I look what could have been my eternal deathbed. Oh, come on, you're not even buried underground. My head is pounding. I feel so weak and thirsty. If I don't drink water soon, I'll faint. Dear Lord, where am I? See the ticket. The 4 witnesses. One of their heads is sliced off. I wonder how it got in my pocket. And man, even in this picture, we can't tell the identity of the 4th witness. And if only their face were visible. A ticket to see a play called The 4 Witnesses. This must be like a hallucination or something. Or, you know, a journey in mystical philosophy land while his body is hallucinating or whatever. Eyes close, ears muffle, and voices hush in the land that loves silence. That texture right there looks like it might be an item. I don't know. How do you know it's an item in this game? So we're in a prison, it looks like. This is totally a box. This is a box, and you can't tell me otherwise. I'm in a city? Is it Aberdeen? How could I have escaped? I can't see anything beyond this wall but the dark facades of buildings on the far side. So while we're going slowly, might as well pixel hunt, right? Cheapest potatoes in town! Oh, I have to walk down a ramp. I didn't even see that was a thing. Please, sir, could you give me some water? This ain't a charity toff. I only sell to paying customers, so cough up or get out. Stuff down here. Water! I didn't see what that says. Something for sale. It says the same thing. Is this an item? Is this an item? And talk to this kid. Young man, could you please tell me where I am? No? Slums? There is a cart blocking the alley. I won't be able to pass until it's been moved. Oh, that's a cart! It's like a wheelbarrow. Here's the handles and here's the wheel. It's so hard to see anything in these graphics. I love them, but it's really hard to tell what's happening. Oh, there's people in the foreground. An indigent in ragged clothing sits leaning against the brickwork. Indigent? Is that like a hobo? Homeless person? Stained and threadbare sheets struggle to dry in the muggy air. Or just a poor pauper? The young man sleeps under a filthy blanket. A young woman suffers difficulty breathing. Please, I need water. Get out of here, drunk. You're drunk. There's a man staring at me from amidst the crowd. Something in his countenance seems strange to me. Please, ma'am, could you tell me where I am? You don't know where you're at? Why, this is the old Nickel Street Rookery, a darker, more decrepit place like there never was. But that's in London. How could I have arrived in this slum? I obviously never been to Moss Isley. From the pipe flows grimy water full of soot. Not that desperate, but I'll take it, as it allows me. The water's foul odor is repulsive, but I'm overcome with thirst. Bad end. Boarded windows. They try to avoid the window tax. I think that might have been the only option. I must have fainted. It is dangerous to be in Old Nickel at night. I should make my way as quickly as possible. And the pipe froze grimy water. I don't intend to drink it again. It had an awful taste. This gate ain't gonna let us through. Same thing. Oh, that's a way? Oh, there were people blocking it last. There was a cart blocking it last time. The memory. Dr. Wakefield is here to see you, mein Herr. Show him in, Hertz. It looked like Father Ernest, so I gave him that voice. It's about your patient, is it not? There was no trace of him. He hasn't shown up for his last few sessions. I've been to his house, of course. His landlady assured me he went on a trip weeks ago and hasn't come back home. He kept the destination to himself. Then it's happening, as I feared. What do you mean? I'm sorry, my dear friend. This is the doctor and somebody else? So this is not a memory, it's a scene cut. I first thought of this when you described your sessions with Herr Devitt, but I didn't want to upset you without need, as I hoped for the best. Now I'm afraid my suspicions could be true. There are some things I will have to verify first, though. I promise that I will contact you as soon as I have learned anything important. Please, Herr Doctor, it is of the utmost importance no one else knows of this matter. You have my total discretion. Nobody must know that Devitt is gone. No, that's not what they're talking about. The 4 witnesses. I feel like I've been walking these streets for hours. Surely I must be close to finding my way out of this labyrinth. Back. Is this no, this is a different place. Do you hear them? It's the crows searching for the moans of the weak and dying. They're calling to each other. They must have found something. Could you help me? These streets are so confusing to navigate. I'm afraid I've lost my way. Could you direct me out? Yes, lost one. I can give you direction. I've been gifted with the second sight. I can peer deep into your past and unwind the tapestry of your fate. Would you like me to close my eyes so that yours may be opened? Haven't a penny. I haven't a penny to pay you. Because, like, if someone offers to read your fortune and they offer to do it for free, there's no reason to say no. Like, even if you don't believe in it. Money is of no matter here. Come close to me now. Don't do it, don't do it, someone's gonna knock you out. The scream, it begs you to escape. Mute, it shrieks your lost name, sharp, painful, and burning. Its voice is one you know. The mask, empty eyes stare at you and a voiceless mouth calls you. Its lips twist and snarl with what it has seen. What is still to be seen? You think it's a stranger's face, but it's your own. The Walker. You have embarked upon a great journey, but this path has been walked by you before. You step in your own footprints inside a circle of fire. I only get to pick 3? I don't understand. What does it all mean? I can't unpick these ends. The threads you have woven in destiny are too tight, child. But you will. Oh yes, you will. It's not for me to say, but for you to discover. Remember that in the fog, we see only what is closest to us. The bird remains in the distance. If you wish to leave, you must follow the path of the bird. No more direction can I give. Pardon me, I must go. You will need a map to guide your steps. Farewell. This looks like an item. Okay. Hello, dude. Not gonna throw a cage on me? The gate is latched shut. I can't open it from this side. It's just rubbish, rotten scraps of food and discarded papers. I could go over here. Rats. The letters seem to have been inscribed with an oily grime. It reads rats. I'm not sure if that's a warning or an exclamation. The sewer is flooded here with an ankle-deep pool of water. Patches of oil swirl on its surface. This isn't a healthy place to go. I could collect some of this water, but I would need a container to store it in. Not your belly? Not enough light. Can we talk to him? Can we go out here? If I remember, the mist, this is where the chapter ends, I think? I don't remember what happens. I think the mist goes away. I don't remember. It's been so long, it's almost kind of like it's blind, but not quite. We don't get to see anything over here yet. Or, there's different sounds. Okay, here's ocean, there was something over there, like wind. Okay, we're gonna get instructions, I think. Like a key on how to navigate this place. Let's talk to Nice Suit Man. It's very dark, I don't dare to go in. Never mind. Let's not. Oh, here. Oh, where? Alright, back here. We didn't go here, did we? Guess not. Is this an item? The street lamp tries to put some light into the gloom. The boarded up window of a rundown house. Dust smears the glass, preventing me from seeing the interior. You just walk into buildings. Alright, this is kind of like a butcher's shop, but there's a rotting. Because there's a bug. Ew. Cuts of rancid meat lie discarded on the butcher's block. This is sad. There's so many people who could have used this food. I guess there just wasn't enough money they could give you to make it worth it. The remains of a horse hung by a hook affixed to the wall. Its blood drains, seeping into the floorboards. Alright. Metal plate is painted on the wall. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was a bolt hole. What's a bolt hole? Comment if you can tell me. Trying to get all of them to go down. Okay, I got all of them to go back up. Okay, what is this? It puts the first and third down. First and second. Last. Last and first. First and third. First and second. Last. Last and first. Okay. What? Oh right, this one's just last. There we go. Those kinds of puzzles are always fun, I find, but also pretty easy most of the time. Rusted out drums, empty. You just have to pay attention to what each lever does. A bottle of gin. It's empty, but it may be of some use. I can pick up the rancid water. This machine is old and in disrepair. It appears to be some sort of filtering machine. Despite its condition, It seems to have been used just recently. Same thing over and over again. It's a glass essencer. Liquids are poured into the top and then impurities removed through the valve at the bottom. So we're gonna purify the sewer water. They had the technology to do that in 1890, right? Here we are. Gather some of the oily water in my gin bottle. We're gonna be jump scared by rats. Seems like something that might happen. Alright, now I gotta remember the way back. Here we are. Alright, let's put this oily water in the purifier to get pure water. I pour the contents of the bottle into the essencer. The oil floats on the surface. When I open the valve, I will drain the water until all the water has been removed. That's it. I've extracted all the water. Oily water now remains. Can I use it? I don't have a bottle anymore. Can I use the device? Do I need to find a lantern, I guess? Okay, time to go pixel hunting. A rank piece of meat hangs from the ceiling. I see factories on the horizon. They look abandoned. You may keep my miserable kingdom, you may keep my spike-encrusted jewels. Stay there, as you will, and stare into my eyes. I am a shadow's shadow and will not disappoint. You have anything else to say? I'm following a man, and he must have passed this way. And how is that man? Tall, well-dressed, red-haired, and a cold look in his eyes. The nightmare of which we don't talk about. All of us, asleep or awake, have seen that man at some time. Please tell me how to get out of this place. Get out? There is no way to exit the fog. We can wander around to get lost in it. In the fog, all the stars die. If you say so. Though the embers look as though they'll soon extinguish, its meager warmth is welcome. A rusty old oil lamp sits empty in the corner. No, it doesn't belong to anybody. You're welcome to take it if you like. I'm not sure what good it'll do you without any oil, though. That's okay. I have oil waiting for me. This is not the right way. Here we are. Oil in the oil lamp. I fill the lamp with oil. I hope it will be enough to last the night. Is it lit, or do I bet I have to take it to the embers? Here we are. Let's light this lamp. Alright, that was nice. I have a lit lamp. Okay, nothing new to say. Now we should be able to go in here. What have we got? An old worn-out coat hangs on the rack. In one of its pockets is a pair of gloves. And as usual, I have to click on it again to pick up the gloves instead of just automatically getting it. I wonder if they fixed that in Chapter 2. What's that? A picture has collapsed from the wall. I don't get to see it. Oh, that's a stairway. I want to check out what's over here first. An old bottle of St. Emilion Grand Cru is covered with dust. I can't pick it up? Suppose it's not mine. Door just opens. I have to remember there's an upstairs as well. I think I see something on the other side of that window, but from here I can't distinguish what it is. Mold covers the wood stacked in this shed. Judging by the resin oozing on the surface of this tree trunk, it appears to have been recently chopped down. The door is locked. I can't even move it. The walls of the mausoleum are crumbled with age. Why do we go into a creepy mausoleum? In real life, no reason. In the game, because it's set up for us that we have to go everywhere. A bright meadow. The picture has faded to a dull color. Can we go in this door? Yes, we can. The sitter is strikingly beautiful, a young woman. Her features are sharp and aristocratic. That laughter's kinda creepy. A portrait of a middle-aged man. He seems troubled. Sounds like it's coming from this door, which I bet is locked. The doorknob is missing. What's this? This is definitely something, but I just can't see it. The man in the picture has a quite hypnotic gaze. Hello. A painting of a beautiful young lady with a peaceful expression. She looks like one of Raphael's angels. Music sheets on the floor. The wallpaper is torn. A tailor's mannequin. Why is it beside the window? Paper bound up in a roll. It seems to be a discarded musical score. I'm just taking it. Hello, hope you don't mind me walking around and taking your stuff. No, no, no! Did I not pray enough? Have I not written faithfully every last note you screwed into me? Middle C up to A, measure G up to C, tied F, second violin bar 2, middle C up to A, double note E, G, C. No! This was supposed to be our masterpiece. Viola C, up an octave and then to G. What? Who do you think you are? Are you blind, man? Can't you see I'm creating the angel's voice? The work? C to A, an octave higher. A fragile voice flutters around the strophe. No, 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 no! Hands swallow you, laugh at you. I lost it again. Are you all right, sir? My inspiration, too, is lost. Quite lost. I'm the fog. The notes moan. Just her. Who was she? Oh, beautiful Daphne, the best soloist that a composer could have. The voice of an angel, what made my music possible. She would stand there by the window, the wind caressed her cheeks. It danced in her golden hair, her dress glowed like an ember in the dusk sun. What happened to her? She was very delicate, like a flower in the desert, like a petal in the storm. The sickness, it just swept her away. Her voice, my God, her voice! It came from heaven! She was the angel of my music. Mausoleum? Is that where Daphne is buried? That's right. I have visited her many nights and have even slept beside her on the cold, wet stone floor. Slightly creepy, but understandable. I am following a man, though come to think of it, maybe he is following me. He has a red beard and wears a cape. I sometimes find this man too among my notes. I feel him close to me at times. Please, I need to get out of this place. You ask me for words, but words are betrayers. They're dirty. Music, just music remains beautiful, but a prisoner inside all of us. We must set it free. I can't help you now, not until my work is finished. My work is the important thing. She was my only inspiration. I must go. Let music and singing surround you, my man. You're an eccentric one. There's a laughing man in your house. There's also a ladder, which is not locked. This reminds me of Franbo, which I didn't play, but I watched the game theorists play. It looks like the lyrics to a song entitled The Last Song for You. The verses are scrawled so poorly as to make them illegible. This piano is so dusty, I dare say it hasn't been played in years. I wonder if it still works. This cage must have housed a huge bird, only a feather remains. And I can take it. I can't. Gloves. No. Score! If I blow through the paper roll, maybe I could manage to make the feather fly. What? Really? Really? That's how you get it? I was thinking you need something longer to push it out. I was just messing around. Why would I? Really? Really? I'm so lucky to have found that. I would have been walking around for hours. I got it. It's a big black feather with some gray spots in the base. Wow. I cannot believe that's how you do it, and I cannot believe I found it just like that.